If your car doesn't have CarPlay, or if it has an older infotainment system that feels outdated, this is one of the easiest ways to modernize your driving experience without replacing your factory radio. This is the Ottocast OttoScreen AI, an 11.4-inch portable touchscreen designed to add Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in apps like Netflix and YouTube, voice control, and even a backup camera to your current vehicle. All of these capabilities are provided in a single unit that mounts right to your dashboard. One of the biggest reasons we were interested in this product was because we wanted to be able to have Apple CarPlay in our older van, but didn't want to tear apart the existing radio or spend a lot of money on our in-dash unit. This screen is pretty much plug and play. You just mount it, power it, and you have access to a modern navigation and app interface while leaving your current system intact. The screen is an impressive 11.4 inches, larger than most portable CarPlay displays. It is attached to a dash mount that has a decent size adhesive base. The mount is easily detachable and has a small screw to allow for some tilt and angle adjustments. Removing the protective foam and cardboard divider, we get to the included accessories at the bottom of the box. The first thing we pull out is a rear-view 1080p backup camera. It includes a long hardwire kit that, when connected to the reverse light, will automatically display the screen when the vehicle is put into reverse. This is a great value add, since many competing screens don't include one. It has its own adhesive mount and installation screws. Next, we find a standard audio cable that allows you to route sound through your car radio if desired. And the final accessories bag has the unit's power cable. It is a standard, cigarette lighter power cord that ends in a USB-C style output plug. Underneath all of the accessories, we find the user manual. It is a comprehensive manual that has a list of what is included in the box. A diagram of the screen, along with its controls and ports. Instructions on how to install the stand and mount the screen, and how to power it on automatically with car ignition or manually. There is also information on the unit's built-in GPS, and how to connect it directly to Wi-Fi, to Apple CarPlay, and to Android Auto. As a full Android tablet, it also has its own apps, and you can use Google Gemini directly as a voice assistant. For audio output, you can use the built-in speaker, use Bluetooth, transmit to your FM radio, or use the auxiliary output port. It shows you how to install the rear dash cam, install updates, how to factory reset the system, and how to install a micro SD card. The end goes through product specifications and provides a troubleshooting guide. Now let's take a closer look at the screen. You can remove the screen from the mount by pulling it upward, sliding it off of the bracket on the back. The mount has a small knob that you can unscrew to loosen the screen bracket. With it loosened, the bracket can be moved, allowing you to rotate, tilt, and angle the screen as needed. Now, onto the screen itself. On one side of the screen, you have the majority of the ports. There is the audio output jack, the micro SD card slot, the rear dashcam jack, and the USB-C power input port. The back has the mounting bracket slots, and the built-in speaker. Finally, the top has a manual power button. Now, we'll do a quick install and demo the product. We'll demo using all of the included cables. First, we connect the audio output of the screen to the car's auxiliary input port. This will allow us to have the audio come through the car's sound system, as opposed to using the screen's built-in speaker. Next, we plug in the rear dash camera. We will not be installing it, but we'll demo how it looks. Finally, we plug the power cord into the car's cigarette lighter and connect it to the screen. While it is a lot of cords, all you really need is the power cable if you use one of the other audio options and don't use the rear camera. And here is what it looks mounted. Turning on the car, the screen powers on, and we are ready to go. Really, pretty much plug and play. We'll rapidly highlight some of the system's functions. Clicking on Settings, you can see we have it already connected to our car's Wi-Fi. This enables the screen to operate as a standalone system. We won't go through all the settings, but we'll check out a few. Clicking on Display, we can change brightness. Modify the screen's wallpaper. Set application display selections. Change the menu floating box style. And more. You can also enable dark mode for nighttime viewing, scheduling when the screen should change. Since the screen has a full Android operating system, and we have it connected to Wi-Fi, you can easily run any number of apps. Already installed apps include Netflix, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Now, let's connect to our iPhone and demonstrate CarPlay. We paired our phone over Bluetooth, and once connected, the CarPlay options appear, and we are ready to go. We found the screen to be responsive, nothing really lags. Also, once paired, it reconnects automatically when you start the car. We did notice, however, that if you modify the screen, sometimes CarPlay needs to reconnect. Music, podcasts, and calls are easy to control, and we really like the larger screen. While bright, if the screen is in direct sunlight, it was a little difficult to see, so making sure you find a good mounting position is important. Now, let's take a look at the rear view camera. Although we didn't install it, we can click on the reverse app, and you can see the camera immediately appears on the screen with parking guidelines. So, in conclusion, this isn't just a basic CarPlay or Android Auto screen. It runs its own full Android 15 operating system, powered by an 8-core processor with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, allowing it to run its own apps. This makes it great for parked use, waiting in the car, or entertaining passengers. Split screen mode lets you run navigation alongside music or another app, which takes advantage of the wide display. Voice control is another feature people appreciate. The built-in AI assistant allows you to open apps, start navigation, and perform basic tasks using voice commands. It's also portable, meaning you can move it between vehicles if needed. There are some downsides to be aware of. It requires a constant power connection, so at least one cable will be visible. It might be hard to read in direct sunlight. The feature set can feel like overkill if you only want basic CarPlay. And while the backup camera is a great addition, installation does require some effort. That being said, this screen is an easy-to-install, powerful infotainment upgrade if you want to modernize your older vehicle. We did get this unit for free, in exchange for our honest review. We hope you found this video informative.